What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I have another top 50 9-hole course in the world simulator vlog for you guys today. We are playing the Dunes Club in New Buffalo, Michigan. Highly rated 9-hole course. I'm not sure what the numbers are. They're kind of arbitrary anyways because I just got a list. So, but I think this is possibly definitely within top 15, possibly within top 10. But we're gonna give it a go. There was only one tee box option, which was the black. So hopefully, usually we try to be somewhere around even par with the limited tee box option. So that's gonna remain true. Like always, Garmin Approach R10 behind me. Country Club Elite mat. My DIY stance mat over here. 10x7 nets. Home tee here that you're seeing on screen. And for the second round now, going with the Nitro Pulsar balls again, which I don't love. They're cheap, but I don't love them. But the bigger thing is we have 2 metallic dots on these, so should help with the spin numbers, both backspin and side spin for the R10 pickup. More accurate readings when I hit things. So gonna get started. First hole, we've got a par 4, 404 yards. Looks like we've got a dog leg left. So we're gonna aim up here. We're down 3 yards. We're gonna aim about 263 up there, around that corner. Hopefully turn one over and cut the corner just a tad. Pretty cold out here once again, so swing speed's gonna be down. Can't expect to have all my clubs, especially driver, go as far as they were when I was out here in the summertime, but better than not playing. Decent strike, but I pushed it right. That's not exactly going to cut the corner like we wanted it to be, but hopefully it's either on the fairway or just to the right, and it is. Decent swing there, actually. We got some distance out of it. 279. Like I mentioned in the other video that I just did, which was Leckford. I'm assuming that will come out first, but I'm expecting, and kind of what I saw is there's not a huge difference with the accuracy wise with these metallic dots. I don't think it hurts. Probably better than not having them, but I expect the biggest somewhat noticeable differences to be with the driver and then the wedges. So the wedges being more accurate obviously with the higher spins and a little bit of backspin and whatnot, and then the driver lowering the spin. Probably you would expect if those are the two, then the middle clubs, the irons and hybrids and whatnot, probably won't see as much of a difference. But again, going to err on the side of being more accurate when we can, so that's what we're going with for now. I don't think I mentioned it, but I did decrease the elevation or the altitude by 100 feet. So instead of, for the past 20 rounds or so, we were going with 5,300 feet. Now we're at 5,200 feet, and then sticking with the 65% humidity and 85 degrees. But second shot, 139 up one, so we're at 140. We're going to go soft 9. And it's still somewhat of a guessing game, still experimenting with some of these settings, but the other reason why I decreased it, I came out here originally when I did my warm-up and I was using the regular 5,300, and I felt like some of them, for how cold it is and how noticeably slower because of the weather and my back and everything else, the swing speed was down. So I felt like they were a little bit long. I decreased it to 5,100, and then those seemed like they were coming up a tad short, so I figured happy medium in between. But if I notice anything drastic, either too long or too short, I'll adjust it accordingly, and then hopefully we settle on again just a number that I can come out here and kind of rely on going forward. But let's see, we can get about 140 yard 9-iron here. Pulled it left. Stupid mat clicked into place when I hit that. Well, we had the number, but yeah, that was definitely left. I felt that. Gave up a stroke there, unfortunately. See if we can make this up. We got 15 yards down one, so it's going to roll out just a tad. Going to go 60 degree. See if we can get something here. Bare minimum on the green, but hopefully within that inner circle. Scrape out a par if we do that. And like I mentioned in the other video, I have other balls that I taped up with strips of the metallic tape, and also the kind of Y shape that the RCT balls have. Definitely a lot easier just putting 2 dots versus those strips or whatnot, but from what people have said, it works out best when you have either just 1 dot facing straight up, or I have 2, so top and bottom, just for it to be a little bit easier, and I can probably get a little more use out of the ball instead of having the ball facing the same way up and down every single time. It would probably increase the wear and tear, but going so far with just the dot, basically 1 dot on the mat and then 1 dot facing straight up. It's supposed to help. These wedges lately, that's going to be on the green, but I hit so far behind that and to the right. Luckily that was a +2. It's probably generous at that, but unfortunately a bogey to start it. Second hole, par 3, 190 up 3. So usually, we'll see. Usually 190 is a 6 iron, 200 is a 5 iron, so that's kind of in between. It's closer to a 9 or to a 6 rather. So that's what I'm gonna hit. Again, with the temperature and whatnot, if I start coming up basically half a club short on some of these shots, I might have to start clubbing up. And again, like I mentioned in the other video, I don't come out here adjusting the settings every single time just to be able to match what I think I should be hitting. I want to find the most accurate settings and basically leave it there, and then I know when I come out here if it's cold or my back's sore, if everything's coming up short, I know it's me, not the unit, and then I can adjust accordingly from there. The goal is not to be able to jack this thing up to where I'm hitting 500-yard drives every single time. Not terrible. It's gonna fade right. And that came up short. I don't know if that was that short. Probably should have clubbed up to the 5, but we're out of the bunker now. It says 20%, but my experience, it plays a good amount longer, probably double that. So we're at 29 up once, we're at 30. 20% of that would be 6 yards. 40% would be 12, so I think I'm going to play it towards that. We're looking at 42. I'm going to go 52 degree, just take a little bit off of my regular 50-yard shot with this club. Tad left. I didn't swing super hard, but that should at least be the front of the green, I would think. Yeah, not bad. +1 for a par. Gonna get a birdie here to make up for that bogey on the first one eventually. Third hole, par 5. This would be a good one to do it. We've got 524 yards. We got trees here on the right, which I don't love, and we got kind of a dogleg right. I'm gonna aim up here, kind of hug these trees, and see if we can get something to either be straight or slightly turn it over. Hopefully we clear those trees, get something out into the fairway. Gotta remember to order some more tees after this, after I'm done playing out here. Like I mentioned, these tees, I got them on Amazon. I think I got like 300 of them or something like that for like $7, but they're so cheap, obviously, for that price, that the prongs and the heads of them break almost every single time I hit a drive. So I basically use a tee per drive because they just snap and break. So you either have to go and see if maybe I can get some better quality plastic ones, or just order another one and have to keep going through a tee per shot almost. Towards the heel, but it was struck a little bit better. Honestly, with my two-way miss, I'm not sure which way that's gonna go, but and it went pretty far left. And I think we might have blocked ourselves out here, unfortunately. We're right behind this tree. I don't love that. Luckily, it's kind of a small tree. I don't know if I can get up and over this. We've got 271 yards left. Where's the pins up there? I don't really want to a layup, but that's a waste of a stroke there. I guess I'm gonna hit. I'll go up here. I gotta get something that gets up and over this tree first and foremost, but also put something out there. So we're at 173, and then 10%. From my experience, it takes off the 10% of the hole, so it's gonna be 10% of 271, not 10% of 173 where we're aimed. So basically, I need another 20 yards on that. So I'm gonna go 5-iron and see if I can maybe swing up on it a little bit and get that height on it up and over the tree, and also have that happy medium with some extra distance out there. Like I said, I'm just going to try to swing up a little bit on it and just play it a little more forward towards my front foot in my stance. Well, I don't know if it has the height, but it's definitely going to be right. Nope, right into the tree, but at least we're in the fairway. Probably not the best move there. Probably should have hit like a 6, 7, 8 iron there, but honestly, we'll take that out into the fairway. We got 222 left. I'm gonna go 5 hybrid. Usually that's about 220, 230, depending on how I hit it. Cold weather, I might just have to get into the habit of, for the next few months, clubbing up on everything. Hand kind of slipped on the grip on that. Came out straight, but it was low. That's gonna have to, I think there's bunkers up there. It's gonna have to roll up, but yeah, 199. Caught the bunker. That might have actually rolled up if it didn't catch the bunker. I think that probably stopped it, but this isn't great. It looks like kind of a big lip on this. I don't know if, I still can't tell. And I wish there was kind of a more detailed user guide I could look up for Garmin, but I can't tell if it's the type of sand, maybe where you are in the bunker, or how big the lip it thinks it is, if it plays longer or shorter, etc. But 20%, we're going to play like 40%, so we're at 30 yards, 20% would be 6, 40% would be 12, so I think 42 yards again. Basically, we're going to do the same shot with that 52 and see what happens. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Obviously, it's way easier hitting this shot versus actually being in the sand, but since you can't be in the sand anyways, it would be nice just to kind of have Garmin tell you exactly what you need for yardage, and then I'm fine with it taking off the extra 10%, but it's usually way more than the 10% or the 20% it says. And if you're not hitting out of the sand anyways, it's going to be a tab left. I didn't hit it super hard. It might just be the front side of the green. No, not too bad actually. Did our math right on that. +1, we'll take it. Fourth hole, par 4. 425. We're still 1 over. I'm going to leave it aimed up there towards the right a little bit. Hopefully give ourselves some space to turn it over. I envy all of you guys that have indoor setups or in warm weather states. I'm sure if you're in a state either out west or down south, it was probably unbearable during the summer to be able to go out and play. Borderline unplayable with the hot, humid, disgusting weather, but at least now you'd be able to go out there and it'd probably be pretty nice versus being 30, 40 degrees out here and cold. That one's definitely going to turn over left. Came out kind of low, it was low on the club face, but that shouldn't be too bad. I would think that would be 250-ish, 260, 270. Alright, decent drive. Let's see if we can capitalize on this. We got 156 left, up one, so we're at 157, and then we're in the rough, so 10% on that, we'll call it 16 yards. So 167, 173. I guess we'll try the 8-iron. Usually 8-iron's about 170, 7-iron's about 180. Actually, we're gonna go 7. I'm gonna go slightly choke down, smooth 7. Swallow the pride a little bit and choke up, or grab the half extra club, and hopefully pick a good distance. Oh, that was really thin and low. That might be off the back of the green, depending on what kind of bounce we get. Short? I don't know if it hit something. I don't know about that. $23 yards left. I'm gonna go 56 degree. Wondering if these dots, when I really hit one, pop one up and hit it super high, I wonder if it's gonna maybe take off even more yardage there. And then usually if I would hit something low like that, I wonder if it's taking off more yardage than what I'm used to with these dots. I don't know, because of the spin. That was horrendous. That almost missed the net. This mat keeps clicking out underneath my feet. It's messing with me. If that's on the green, that's really generous. That shouldn't be. That was horrendous. I don't know what happened there, but at least I guess it was on the green. We're 3 over. I guess that was at a +3 maybe. Probably should have been. Yikes. See if we can get a couple strokes back here. 5th hole, par 4, 397. We got water up there. Pretty big landing spot though. So we should be able to hit driver and then have at least enough fairways to where we don't put this in the water, I would think. Not bombing it today, so looked like there was a good 10-20 yards up there before the water. Low on the club face again, but that's not going to be too bad. I wouldn't think. Hopefully we didn't catch those trees. Lost some distance on it, but 247 out to the middle. We've got 152 left, down 1. So I'm going to go, this is actually kind of a tricky number here with this water and everything that's going on so far. There's not a whole lot of room in front. It's going to be mostly that of carry. I'm going to club up. So instead of a 9, I'm going to go soft 8. Or I guess not even soft 8, just smooth 8. And I'll take being backside of the green or possibly even off versus losing a stroke, penalty stroke into the water. That might be in the water. That one kind of hurt my hands. That was so thin. It was off the bottom of the club and right. We got lucky. It's going to be a +3 out there. That type of shot and that swing, honestly a bogey. It's not too bad. That was that feeling, if you guys have ever played baseball, when you get the vibration of the ball when you hit it. That's what that one felt like with this cold weather. 6th hole, now we're 4 over. Geez, it's turning into a bad round. 175 up 1, so we're at 176. I'm gonna go 7 iron. Swing feels all over the place right now. That's gonna be left. We're just so bad, didn't even pick it up. Not as far left, but that was still left. That wasn't much better. Yep, short left. It's gonna make us hit this too. We're right on the edge. 13 yards. There you go, 60 degree. I think I mentioned it in the last video, but if any of you guys have played in cold weather before, this lower quality ball doesn't help because it's already firmer in the first place, but ball kind of feels like a rock when you're hitting it with this colder weather. Alright, we'll get it straightened out here eventually. Instead of being too low and sculling at that one was too high and left, but that should at least be on the green. +1, I'll take it. 3 holes left. We gotta get at least 2 birds here, I would think. Otherwise, we're potentially looking at a not so hot score here. Granted, there was only 1 tee box and it was black, so I don't know. This could be, these aren't exactly short holes. This could be pretty far back, so although there's only 1 tee box option for this course, could be more challenging than others that have like men's and women's or 2 tee box options, etc. Big old dogleg left here. I guess we'll leave it there, see what happens, see if we can get a straight drive. There's a whole bunch of trees there out to the left, so I'm gonna want to start this one right, see if I can turn it over. I put some extra mulch here where I felt like there was a low spot, but could have been a mistake. Now I feel like I'm messing with the tiles. I feel like it got down to a place where being out here for a couple weeks, it settled down. Now I obviously adjusted it, so I moved it, but that one started right. That should turn over. It's still kind of low on the club face again, but I would think that would be in the fairway. Or not turn over, but at least it was straight. 272, we'll take that. It's getting finally back to where we're trying to be. For a while before the weather started to turn, and I guess my swing as well, especially the driver swing, we were like almost 275 plus every single time. And that was basically a 275 yard drive was kind of my stock driver. We've been falling off since then, and now with the weather, we're lucky. I have to basically hit a good one to get anything 275 or above, but hopefully we keep playing throughout the winter, by next season, the goal was, I thought I was trending towards it. I'm kind of taking some steps back from there, but hopefully the goal is by the end of, or sometime next season, most likely probably by the end of it, but would like to be increase that yardage to where we're anywhere from 280, 290, ideally 300 plus with just a stock driver swing, and then when I really step on one, get something over 300. But second shot here, 123 up one, so we're at 124, and we're in the rough, so we could add 13 yards to it. 134, 137. I'm gonna go full pitching wedge. This is kind of a tricky in between. I think even a choke down 9 would be too much, so I'm gonna go full pitching wedge, see if we can get it there. Popped it up to the left, spun off the net to the right though, so that should start left and fade back, I would think. Nope, short left. Definitely did pop that one up, but a couple more yards too, we would have been on there, right on the edge. Let's see if we can get this close, save a par. We got 13 yards, 10%, add another 1 or 2, so we're looking at 14, 15 yards. Gonna go 60 degree. Certainly not playing well. Definitely not my best stuff today, but I'm starting to think that doubt's starting to creep in that maybe I have to get used to the fact of not playing as well with these colder months coming ahead. Kind of lower expectations just a little bit. That's gonna be too much. Hopefully that stays on the back side of the green. That's gonna be probably back left of the green. Yeah, we barely kept that on. That came out pretty hot. Luckily it was a +2, but another bogey. Tack it onto the score. There may be no saving this round at this point. 2 holes left, we're 5 over. Par 5 is a good one to get one back though, so we got 8th hole, par 5, 510. Pretty wide open fairway, or at least more so than the others on this one, so could use a good drive again here. Decent contact, pushed it right though. Into the bunker too, on top of it. Alright, so we got 275 left. The bunker is going to play at least 20, probably closer to 30-40% realistically. I think the pin's up here to the left. Yeah, I'm going to aim basically up here. I'm going to hit the 3 hybrid out of here. I know you're not really able to do that on course, but it is what it is. I got to try to make up some of this yardage here. Who knows, sometimes these hybrids are pretty hit or miss anyways, so. I think I'm pulling up on it. I'm not staying down enough. That came out real low and thin again. Should be straight though, at least. 168, and then you gotta add the 20, 30, 40% on top of that. So whatever that was probably closer to like 200 maybe. Not great. All right, third shot. We got 108 up 1, so we're at 109, and then 10% on that. We'll call it 11 yards. So 119, 120. Gonna go pitching wedge. Tab left, popped it up again. Decent contact. We'll see what happens. Tab long left. I choked down a little bit on that, probably not enough, but we're on the green, we got a par. Feels like one of those rounds or even one of those days where I have an idea of what I should be doing, but on the times where I need a little more yardage, I hit it fat, kind of pop it up, and the ones that I choke down, either I choke down too much or not enough, and it's coming up essentially the results are the opposite of what I'm looking for each of the shots. But alright, see if we can finish this off. This turning into a somewhat abysmal 9-hole with a decent drive here. 9th hole, par 4, 409, relatively straight, slight dogleg right. We're going to leave it where it is. Hopefully start something up that right side towards that tree and turn it over. Something 270, 275 would be nice. That's what we're going for here. Started right, that should come back a little bit, but that also might just kind of stay straighter than I would like on that one. We got our distance though. 293, I'm assuming we were, I didn't check the elevation on that, I'm assuming we were hitting down into that fairway, but at least we got some yardage out of it. Took out a little frustration on that swing, so it did feel a tad quicker. 117. 10%, called another 12 yards on top of that, so we're looking at 129. Going pitch and wedge again. Let's see if we can actually hit a good shot for once. Higher launch than I would have liked, but I swung kind of hard at that. Hopefully it's not too much. Alright, decent shot. +2. Unfortunately, it's going to be a par. Not a great score to end it, but... Alright, from the Dunes Club in New Buffalo, Michigan, we ended up with a not-so-hot 5 over 41. We started off with a bogey, got 2 pars, got a double bogey on 4, which hurt, and then bogey, par, bogey, par, par for a 41. Only 2 out of 7 fairways, makes sense with the driver not being great. Irons weren't that great either, so only 3 out of 9 greens in regulation, and then 16 putts, just shy of 2 putts a hole. So all in all, not great. Not a great score. None of those metrics are particularly great, and no great real holes either. Just a bunch of pars, bogeys, and then a double. Didn't even have any birds, so not great. Certainly wasn't our worst, but could have played a lot better. Again, still experimenting with how this colder weather is gonna be affecting me and whatnot. Experimenting with the metallic dots. Again, doesn't seem to be too much of a difference, but assuming they can't hurt. After today, I'll probably cut up some more of those dots and put them on the softer Callaway or Volvic balls. These things, again, being a cheaper ball, they're harder in the first place, but these things feel like rocks while I'm hitting them. There's not a whole lot of feel with the clubs off of them, so that's part of it too. But at a certain point, it's just excuses. I didn't play that great, so. But anyways, another 9-hole in the books. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see me play, maybe your home course or just any course in particular. Give me the name of the course and the location, then I'll respond to you and let you know if I can in fact play it back here. If not, I'll probably just have you suggest another one. But there's a very high chance, probably 90-95% chance, that if you have played it before or you've heard of it, of the course, that I'll be able to do it back here. I think there's something like 42,000 courses included here, real courses with the Garmin, so just let me know. But Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All the engagement helps out the channel. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next course.